I'm your host, T. Mitchell Bell, and we have here in the studio Nameless in August, a local folk rock band from the Pittsburgh area. And how you guys doing? Thanks for coming in today.
Excellent. Thank you.
Normally I ask everybody to dig in and play something right off the top. What are you going to play for us?
What's called Freight Train.
Okay, this is Freight Train, Nameless in August on acousticSongs live.
Freight train is going my way, further and further I'll stray. From this world I'm not afraid to live in it, 'cause I've got so much that's left here unfinished. I should have brought you some orchids. You got that smile on your face. For every ounce of grace you gave me so much grace. Whew. Only for today, life is going my way, 'cause I am free of guilt, I am not ashamed, and I'm looking back in time. All my reasons have their rhymes. When everything you did for me, yes you did it all for me. And only for today, life's going my way, 'cause I am free of guilt, I am not ashamed, no. Freight train is going my way, further and further I'll stray. From this world I'm not afraid to live in it, 'cause I got so much that's left here unfinished. But I was just a boy, stole some memories of you, 'cause you stood there, was me in a rocking chair, was me in a rocking chair with you. And you sang in harmony, you sang in harmony. You say to me, oh, a singer I must be, and only for today, life is going my way, 'cause I am free of guilt, I am not ashamed, no. Freight train is going my way, further and further I'll stray. From this world I'm not afraid to live in it, 'cause I've got so much that's left here unfinished, unfinished, unfinished. The world is soon gonna throw you, but I know I'll be back again this town, and I got so much that's left here unfinished.
That's how you do it.
Good tag.
Yeah. All right. So why don't we go around the room and everybody introduce yourself here. On bass, we have Patrick playing electric bass, and Jason.
Banjo.
Jeremy playing guitar and singing some other things.
Zach.
Nobody.
Same thing. Zach
Nobody
Rock.
has last
yeah,
names.
Zach, Zach Rock, Jeremy Colbert.
Jason McGinley.
I feel like it's the first day of school.
I was wondering
I'll go around the room. Yeah.
why didn't you guys say your last names? I was like, no one's saying their last names. I'm not gonna say mine.
Yeah.
I felt like a fool. Like,
Listen, they're Patrick McGinley, Jason Bouzon, Jeremy Colbert, and Zach. Zach Rock, actually. Zach Rock.
it's like Cher. My name is Zach.
That's what I thought everybody in the band was, like Cher. Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming in, man. That was a great song. And so you said Freight Train. The first thing I thought of was the Elizabeth Cotton thing, like right at that Freight Train.
I don't know it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. But
You guys know?
no,
No.
Freight Train, Elizabeth Cotton. That's an old time song. Elizabeth Cotton is right, the blind. No, she wasn't blind, but she was an old finger pick lady. She had her own idiosyncratic style of playing. She played it upside down, and backwards or something like that. It was like she learned, all on her own.
Cover some of the
Yeah, I think
music.
a friend told me to check that song out because the first time I heard this song, I think you're not the only person to say there's an old-timey song called Freight Train that I thought of when you said this.
Cool. Well, hey, you guys. Again, thanks for coming in, and I really like your music. I had a chance to listen to some of the tunes up online on SoundCloud that Jeremy turned me on to. So you have a CD that you're working on right now, and
Yeah, it's
we're-
done.
We're pretty much, the audio is done and good to go. We're finishing up the stages of the album art now, so we're getting ready to ship it off to get some hard copies in the hand. So we're excited about that.
you were saying sometime around July, you think?
The official release will be mid-July.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The record's finished. It's done. It's past the stage of anything we really are doing now. We're just coloring it.
Yeah.
Putting color on it, literally color. Putting art on it and then shipping it away in a couple days.
So, Nameless in August, the name, was that, I take it you were trying to come up with a name, and by August you didn't have one, and that was the idea? Is
Wow,
that-
you're the finally someone's like,
By July.
Jay, guys, go Jay. Yeah,
You think about by July we didn't have one.
it was first
By
was
the
June.
end of July.
First
Yeah.
was June.
I said Zach. Yeah, first was June. Well, first it was probably the June
Probably
before
May.
this, the year before. But it just came down to Zach. We don't have a name. This was when I think it was just Zach and myself.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have a name let's have a name in end of June. No, end of July. Come on, man. Zach said, don't worry, we won't be nameless in August. Turned out we are. That's it. That's the story.
So is that the beginning of the band, kind of germinated there?
Yeah.
Zach and Jason, you guys were playing together, doing
Yeah.
your thing?
We
Yeah.
met at a local open mic. We met at a very chill coffee house open mic in Brookline, and we had one session and we had a song together. Pretty incomplete, but it was still good enough start that we enjoyed what we had made together, so to where we kept doing it and making more songs together, just the two of us, and we put together a lot of songs that are really good, and we still play today as a group. And soon after Patrick joined us, to add a lot of low end. There's a lot of high end in this band, and he is quite the task over there.
I'm familiar. That's Cannon Coffee, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I've
it
been
is.
in. That's a cool. Yeah, I'll give them a little plug. Maybe I'll
Yeah,
get a
sure.
sponsorship out of them. But that's a cool place. Brookline, that whole little strip there is really neat. The Brookline pub and everything.
It is.
Yeah, it's like like that neighborhood feel that Pittsburgh all had. And I've known Jeremy was on as a singer songwriter on his own, and he's in every band in Pittsburgh. He is like the 6 degrees of separation of Kevin Bacon, but
Yes.
he's like the
Easily.
Pittsburgh dude. He's like in all the bands.
I'm
And
working on it. I'm not as creepy as Kevin Bacon yet.
nah.
I don't know, man. I swear to God, Jeremy, give us 3 degrees on Donald Trump. I swear to God, I'd be like, well, so and so from Common Threads
Yeah, no, I can do it, but we don't have time for that. So.
Yeah, but then I told him that this is his second appearance, and I've had other people on twice, like Heather Croft and certain folks from the local area. He brings his band on again, and he's like in a category like all his own, and he's ready to be like the Tom Hanks of Saturday Night Live hosts. He will be in the separate club.
So when are we booking our next session?
Yeah. So anyway, if you just joined us, you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live here from WNJR Studios, and it turns out that this is our last live broadcast of this season. We will be back next year in probably August, September. We're going to be moving to a new building, a new location, the communications building, and so look for us again coming up then. What do you guys, you want to play another tune?
We're like kids getting restless.
Yeah?
You can't control ourselves to talk and make noise and like look around the room and touch stuff when we shouldn't. We're going to play another song. Yes.
Okay. What are you going to do for us?
It's called, we're calling it Sunset, and I'm calling it Holes and Hanging Threads. So right now it's called Sunset.
Okay.
I was calling the freight train too, but that's okay.
I like it. Enjoy Sunset.
The wind at my back, sun on my face. What took us so long to find such a place? 'Cause every boy that I leveled, they had horns growing out their heads. You were wearing jeans full of holes and hanging threads. Sure as the sun will set in the west, we find out for once mother did not know best. Oh, the day the world stopped turning, I remember where you stood. You had on that dress I bought for you in Hollywood. Forget now, I had you, babe. So now, I love you, babe. Now I'll have to throw it all away. Forget the words we spoke, every card you wrote, and the sun will set on you. Let these cards fall and I won't even play that game anymore. It's gotten colder on the beaches. Let's set fire now and I won't try no more goodbye. Merry-go-round is funny, you know. Never dropped you off where you started for sure. I still have a few fond memories. It's the things I wish you'd have kept. It's so hard when you remember everything you can't forget. But fortune it comes, fortune it goes. Can't spend my days thinking about some treasure left behind. If I'd never tried you on, how would I tell if you would fit? The length of you was fine, sitting so snug around my hips. Oh, now I must return you. It's been a cold December. I'll bring back the warmer weather. You like to steal the scenes up in my dreams. Over and over, and the sun will set on you. Well, let these cards fall, I won't even play that game anymore. It's gotten cold on your beaches. Let's set fire now, and I can't try no more goodbye. Yeah, the sun will set on you. Well, let these cards fall, and I won't even play that game anymore. It's gotten colder on the beaches. Let's set fire to all that I was doing and start again. on fire now. I can't write no more goodbyes.
Yeah. You guys are having fun, aren't you?
We do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like this smiles all around the room while you're playing, and it's just that's cool. That's cool. You guys, you can tell you're having a good time and you're relaxed and with it, you know.
We get that compliment on after shows a lot, and what's crazy is that we get that compliment. We get that comment the most, and I guess no one ever says you guys sounded great. No one ever, I mean, not no one, but
We've never heard it yet.
yeah. But we get you guys look like you're having a great time, and I guess and it all comes down to it. Whether or not we sucked, or whether or not we don't sound what quote is great to that person, we know that we had a good time up there, and we always do that. And I think that's why we like making music, because we don't want to care if we don't try to appeal. We just definitely go up there and have fun, and then we think that it is appealing.
Yeah. You got to do that, because I mean, if you're too uptight about whether or not people like you, or whether or not if you carry anything that has happened from your day up onto the stage and stuff, there's all kinds of things that could really make it just but yeah, that's cool, man. I was checking out. Well, I'm having a little bit of problem hearing your lead part, so you might want to step closer when you do, or maybe move that mic a little bit down. It will pick your voice up just fine. The other thing, I was looking at your schedule, and you're opening for Jerry Douglas. That is a really cool. That must be like, wow. Huh?
Yeah. Well, first off, I'm just gonna say one thing. He's an icon. Even though he's not the most famous person in the world musically that we've played with, internally we just know he's just music. He's iconic musically. Jay's a big fan. I don't know if you want to say something about that.
Yeah. I am a big fan.
Is he listening?
Yes, Jerry. No, he's.
My number's 555.
Call me, Jay. Jerry Douglas, please.
It's not 55. It's area code 412-555. That's a big difference. No, he's a fantastic musician. He's just a true artist in every sense. Just to be able to play on that stage with him, I mean, he can just play circles around just about anybody without seeming to, and he doesn't go out there to do it. But it's his whole music. He's not afraid to go anywhere on an instrument that is supposed to be. You're in the bluegrass band a little off to the left of the mic, and he does some great things. So very honored to be doing that.
That's cool. Cool. How'd that all fall together? How did that happen? Was
He's a big fan of us.
We chose to have him close for us that night of the show. We're playing Hubbard Acres, and we're like, Jay, come play after us. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. No, Howard Acres has a great concert series out there, and they get some great acts. We submitted for a show and asked a friend of a friend to nudge us a little bit, and
cool.
And that's how the submission came through, and Bill Deasy does the booking.
I know Bill.
Know
so I was talking to him recently, so I figured
that's
out.
Great.
Yeah.
If you tell him we're in. But it just said sign Bill Deasy, which I've never heard his band, but I know all about him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not from the Berg, but I guess he's not. I know he's national.
Yeah.
He was at some point.
I'm also
but,
a big Gathering Field fan too, as well as the.
I guess they're a great
Our next
band.
song is for you, Bill and Jerry. Just by the way.
Yeah. That's they were a big local thing, and when they were breaking out here in the '90s, they got signed to a label and all that stuff. I was like right down there, and Thursday nights, man, it was dollar drafts at Nick's Fat City and the Gathering Field. I was there every Thursday, just hanging out.
Heard all about Nick's Fat City.
Yeah, it was fun.
Missed it. Heard all the stories.
Yeah, early '90s. Mid '90s, I was living down on the south side. It was a fun time. Anyway, so the record is coming in July. You've got some great shows coming up here. Anything that you want to tell us about that's pretty soon? 17th.
The Arts Fest is always a good.
Oh yeah, you're at the Arts Festival too.
That's a pretty day.
Yeah, that's cool.
Tis a pretty place to be.
We're playing real soon. Next weekend, on the 17th, there's a festival in Larimer on Larimer Avenue in the East End of Pittsburgh. We're playing. It's a street festival. They're gonna have a light show afterward. We're playing around 7 o'clock. Yeah, and then we're really excited for the arts festival. That's gonna be the 14th of June, right around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and Gateway Center Stage.
We get a whole hour for that show, it's hard to get time at the Arts Fest because there's a lot of people trying to play. We get an hour set there, so it's 3 o'clock, Jeremy.
Yep, we are 3 or 4 o'clock.
Good, cool.
Should be good.
You guys want to play some more music?
Yeah.
All
we
right.
don't know what we know what songs we want to play. We just don't know the order we want to play.
All right.
We can either go soybeans. We can go band. We can go
Let's go Bane.
Beanser.
Yeah. Jerry would want to hear.
This one is for Jerry Douglas.
Jerry
We want to hear
Douglas would wanna hear
soybeans.
soybeans right now,
Jerry Douglas would
probably.
want it because there's a banjo feature in this song that is terrific.
Oh, here, look. He has some nephew that goes to school here. And
Yeah.
texting him right now. So
show.
at the moment, we are opening for him at Hartwood Acres. August 3rd. August 3rd. Hartwood Acres. Please come out to see us. Opening for Jerry Douglas.
So while you guys are getting in tune here, I noticed that you have. We'll talk about this later, but tell me the story about the Martin after this song, okay?
Got it. Soybeans, named by Jason. We don't know where the heck he got the name from.
We love
2, 3, 4.
¿Qué haces con tu vida? Nadas conmigo. What's been making you smile? We haven't spoken for a while. Yeah, how many days has it been? Oh, too many, I must say. Please forgive me, you understand. We're caught up in this day to day. All the days and the days and the days go by and by. Still I wonder a lot. Still I wonder a lot. I'll take my coffee black as the night falls. I'll pick up the sweetness along the way. You bid for whiskey on the weekdays. I'll sleep where it rests my head. One thing the world has taught me, must not listen to what they say. Falling down to the ground, words will fall to the ground. Must not listen to what they say. I'll make your own way. You know my daddy would have liked you. There will always be shame. I rest well in knowing we are living out their names. Still I wonder a lot, yeah. Still I wonder a lot. I'll take my coffee black as the night falls. Pick up the sweetness along the way. Jerry, this one's Jason Bouzon. 'cause every meeting has an ending. As hard as we try, I love seeing your face. I get so awkward at goodbyes. Oh goodbye, oh goodbye, my old friends. 'Cause what you doing with your days? I'm doing nothing with mine. What's been making you smile? We haven't spoken for a while.
Nice, sweet. You guys are tight, man. I was,
Appreciate that.
yeah. So, I saw the Martin. You it stepped out of the room, and I thought, wow, check that. I saw the stars on the fretboard, and the first thing I was like, what? I thought at first it was a guild. I thought maybe because I think they were, they had that. So yeah, I looked and I was like, it's a Martin with stars. So tell me the story about the.
Definitely playing Stars and Scars next. Do a song called Stars and Scars. Oh, this guitar is like walking around with it's like a trophy wife. It's a beautiful woman. This isn't the most beautiful woman that I've ever played. And it's a guitar from 1973 or 71. It was my father's guitar, which I inherited from him. And my mom got it for him as a wedding present in Nazareth. So it's definitely a family guitar.
Oh wow.
And it's a D35, and it's cool. It's weathered. The pick guard's gone, and so it has like a dried wood finish where the pick guard is. It's not finished there. Pardon me. And so that part's kind of rotted, and it has a lot of pick marks and dirt, and I think that's my favorite part of it.
Yeah.
And it's old, and it's the sound that Martin was in the '70s was just warm and deep. Something this old as the wood hardens. What, 40 years now? You get that great low end.
Yeah. And they're great. I mean, a great, picking, like bluegrass pickers, guitar type of stuff. But as you were, talking about I was thinking about the Jerry Douglas thing. I was wondering, did he play in a band with Tim O'Brien? And then I had to look it up. But he was kind of responsible for that. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Whole resurgence of the kind of music you guys are playing. I mean, that soundtrack and the Cold Mountain soundtrack. I think those were kind of like the ones that kind of got people interested in this roots music that's made this resurgence. So that's cool. They've been doing this for 40 years. Playing like Telluride for all this.
Yeah.
They're staples at Telluride every year. I think they started at Telluride, from what I know. But so I was just checking that out. I wanted to, look into that. And I saw Tim O'Brien down at the Station Inn. If you guys have never been down to the Station Inn in Nashville, man, you got to check that out sometime. Okay. That's a really cool bluegrass place, or try to book a gig there.
It's a good venue?
Yeah. They have this open mic down there, blew me away, where they're like little 10-year-olds sitting around on the fiddle and the banjo, and they're just like proficient, they're like kicking into all these standards like Shady Grove and everything, and just like nailing it, and they've been playing with their grandfather for the whole time, and they've got people who are like 70 and people who are 10, and they have a big circle of this bluegrass jam, and they just go at it.
Great players. It's great to be in a pool like that. Jeremy would say, you really see where you are quality-wise when you go to an area like that. You have to stand out, or not.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's just a great experience, even just to sit there and have some beers and watch everybody play. That's what I was doing. I was just
and Tennessee bluegrass. That's almost a family tradition, in a lot of those areas. So, yeah, you'll get some 10-year-olds who probably would outshine a lot of the players, we have around here.
Well, Chris Thiele, is like that kind of kid,
Yeah. We just saw him. We just saw him and the Punch Brothers come through town. That was pretty inspiring as well.
Yeah, and they're back together again. I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, Nickel Creek's touring again, and he's with them. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're doing some shows, so I thought that was pretty cool, man. Yeah, because I think that I really like their stuff. Punch Brothers is cool. I like them too. But it was definitely a big change. From the Nickel Creek. Yeah.
Nickel Creek's definitely more mass audio. They're great songs. I'd say they're more popular
Yeah.
type songs.
Yeah. So, as far as the songwriting that you guys do you have like, a process of how, like, do you have certain members of the band that do songwriting? And I know Jeremy's a songwriter. I mean, do you guys collaborate? Do you say, hey, I've got this, I got that? How does that work when you're sitting down to make some music? I'm curious.
I got the answer for that. Our process is that there is absolutely no process.
None? You just sit around and
No,
start playing?
I think we're all writers. We're all artists. We value each other's opinion on stuff, and a lot of times we try to take what someone's giving when they hear something. Normally, I think that's a hard question. We get that, and there's roles in this band like no other. Which I think once bands or people understand their roles in something can flourish. And our roles in songwriting are becoming defined, but also the lines are also fading to where we're all welcomed, to create songs, to create music together. It definitely started out differently.
Mm-hmm.
Started out with primary lyrics writing, music, but I think as we grow, it's better musically if it's a collaboration of four intelligences.
Well, how long have you been playing? I mean, how long together as a band? Because it sounds like you've been playing together for years. I mean, you guys are just really tight.
The four of us are when I think Nameless in August was
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds.
3?
Probably.
3?
Yeah.
I got about a year and a half, maybe a little more.
Alright. So yeah,
November of 2012, I think, was when I.
Cool.
So yeah, 3 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, and
You guys have been playing for about a year and a half before that. About 3.
yeah.
And so how did that? So Patrick came in, and then Jeremy came in, and how did that process? How did Jeremy? What? It's like, oh, Jeremy's in every other band in town. We might as well have him. Or how did that happen?
No, the cool thing about Pittsburgh is there's a nice kind of open mic sort of community.
Yeah.
And these guys actually hosted and still do on the south side of town at the Blind Pig on Tuesday nights. And I just started showing up and, playing my own stuff. And then late night would come around and I would just end up joining on some tunes. And just one thing led to the next. I played a show with them and then just didn't for a while and kept jamming. And one thing led to the next. And I ended up playing more and more. And we had I think we did like an official Beatles tribute gig a couple years ago, and that was like the first time where it was a 4-piece, kind of officially, I guess, but it just happened.
So the Blind Pig, I've just recently found that place online, and
Cool.
So you do that every Tuesday night?
Mm-hmm.
That's a regular thing,
Yes, yeah.
open mic thing. Okay, cool.
The four of us hosted. We're there. Yeah, it's jamming because everyone. These guys are really proficient with their instruments. So artists come in and these guys can play along to anything really.
What part of is that right on Carson Street or?
Yeah, 22nd, 2200 block.
Right where the
across
Birmingham Bridge meets Carson.
It must have been another name before it changed. It probably.
H-Con?
Yeah, I guess yeah.
Yeah, it used to be the hookah bar.
Used to be the hookah bar. Oh, okay.
Is that right?
There's probably something else before that too.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it's right next to Lava Lounge.
oh,
It's
right
about
next to the Lava
It's like
Lounge.
2 doors away from the city.
Just where Birmingham meets Carson Street.
Oh, okay.
It's right there.
Okay.
That's
I'll
how.
check it out.
That's how he joined. Patrick joined the group.
10 Carson Street, South Side, Pittsburgh,
Third floor.
Pennsylvania. It's for
Third floor.
Ryan.
Try the pizza.
Would you know what the Carson, not the Carson Street Deli, but there was a the Real McCoy's sub shop that was there, and it closed down, and that was the worst. I mean, I was like, oh no, it's gone. That was a staple.
They reopened. Just so you know. Yeah, they're open on 12th, 13th.
I wish everyone in Radioland could see Mitch's face right now.
I lived right across the street from that place, like
was
up
so
above.
excited.
Like I lived there on Carson Street across from Real McCoy, so it was my stop. Like, okay, I'm coming home. I want a sub. Boom, late night sub stop. So now you made my day. I mean, my wife and I
welcome.
were like really crying when that place closed. We're like, oh man,
To be even better, it's next door to Pittsburgh Guitars. So next time you go down the south side to get some strings or something, it's right. They moved in the right there on the 1300 block.
Yeah, I bet. What's the owner? Pittsburgh
John?
Guitar. Huh?
John?
No. But I bet you he had something to say about that. Like, hey man, you can move in right beside.
Yeah, honestly. There's a spot right here. That is
Cool.
some good subs.
Yeah. So, man, I'm gonna get sponsorships out of this show. Okay, like all of Carson Street.
Honestly.
Like right now, I'm going Blind Big. I'm going to the Real McCoy, Pittsburgh Guitars.
You're right.
So, in case you just joined us, you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live from WNJR in Washington, Pennsylvania, and we have on the show Nameless in August, and they're playing some really great folk rock, bluegrassy stuff for us today. And so, you guys want to play another tune?
Yes, we're going to play one. Speaking of some stars, this one's called Stars and Scars. Stars and Scars.
Okay, this is Stars and Scars.
Sorry. 1, 3.
Oh, it's a short hike. It'll be a short hike. You're looking up at the sky. Take what fits into your eyes. The scars are there. Maintain your heart. It's the fall to the floor, yet you triumph once more. And all that's happened before, well, it matters no more. The scars are there. Maintain your heart. The stars are there. All the rain will fall. Not a fast heartbeat, lights burning out. You're thinking that you figured it out. This sort of turned out just the way I let it be. But you ain't gotta go dancing in the dark. The scars are there. Maintain your heart. The stars are there. All the rain will fall. It's pouring down. The rain is never far. The stars are there to hang your hopes on.
Wow, that sounded really, really good, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. You can hear it from the headphones here. Yeah, very nice. I was thinking of Carl. That's the guy. The guy
Oh,
at Pittsburgh.
yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah, I didn't realize he sold it. You know, he sold
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, Carl sold it to John, so I had to look that up.
Okay.
Carl was just a fixture on the south side for so many years, you know.
With that guitar shop?
Oh, yeah, he started at 79. He's like,
Holy shit.
yeah, so he's been there forever. Yeah, I was thinking of Carl. I sold him an amp one time. I wheeled it down on a hand truck, like 10 blocks.
He bought it. It didn't even work.
An old Sun Solaris amp. It was about that high. He's like, you know what? I used to have one of those when I was a kid. You know, I think I want to put it in my house. Every time I'd see him, I'd say, Carl, still have that Sun amp? You know.
I wonder.
Anyway, these guys, Nameless and Nameless, have been playing some tunes for us here on Acoustic Songs Live, and their CD is coming out in mid-July, and there's a couple shows that you should be aware of. They're playing at the Three Rivers Arts Festival. Check out on their website, which is www.nia-music.com, which has all the listings for their upcoming performances. And they're also on Reverb Nation and any other sites, Facebook and all that good stuff.
SoundCloud,
Twitter, every other thing.
Instagram.
Yeah. Tumblr. I mean, you know, you got.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
I know.
LinkedIn. No.
Yeah.
No.
Just when you find out which one is the coolest, there's another one that
Yeah,
comes
honestly.
out.
Oh, you're right. So right on that.
You know, my daughter will point it out to me. It's like, oh man, Facebook, that's so like
Yeah.
2011, you know. So, we have, you know, time for a couple more tunes. You want to play some more? You want to talk some more? I'm enjoying the music.
That's great.
Yeah, you know. What do you want to play for us?
Could you? What else we play? Band goes. Two-way goes.
1234 guys.
1234 goes. Sounds good. This one is on the CD. The CD's called Wheelhouse. By the way, I think we have any artwork up.
It is
Is
called
that the
Wheelhouse.
announcement? Is that the official? Have we announced it?
Yeah.
You leaked it.
I was actually wondering. We are making it official.
Do you not do that? I don't know. See, I'm not a professional enough.
You wanted to.
Do you edit that? No, that is actually. No, I was wondering. I was going to talk about that beforehand, and then we totally blanked because we don't have the announcement for the CD release show. But
It's not called Wheelhouse.
But we would like to announce that the official name of our album is Wheelhouse.
We'll let you know if we want to really announce this for real. Maybe before you play this on the air, we'll just edit this part out. if we want to go that route.
But these will be on the CD.
This is track 2 and 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
That's track 1,
There's some trace.
2, 3, 4.
12:34 was your favorite time, 'cause it read 1, 2, 3, 4. And all I could say about 12:34, I see it now more than before. And loose is the life that you wanted to live. Loose is where it fell off. It's tightly wound and roughly told. After August falls the cold. I'll turn you on or I'll turn you up. 2 times a day you're around. And you know late July, you're far away from spring. Spring will bring the light back again. Yeah. "12:34 doesn't mean much anymore, except that it's a little past noon. lives a young man down the hall. He's sleeping with his jawbone broke, busted wide open. He's taking a swing at the world he done knocked him on the ground. Oh, he's sleeping in his bed all alone. But every now and then when he wants you as a friend, you come running right by his side. Might be ashamed to say, you know, you'll be on your way, you know, holding that little boy's hand. 'Cause on the way up, they'll all fill your cup. Oh, that's the way it goes. And when you're falling down, they're reaching out with their frowns. Oh, that's the way it goes. 'Cause there's always someone saying you won't belong. Oh, that's the way it goes. Just look him in the eyes and tell him what you are. Oh, that's the way it goes. That man up on the wall, you don't seem to know him at all. He's responsible for all you'll ever know. There will come a day someone's gonna tear him off the wall. You should be the one to say, man, what's the deal? 'Cause every now and then when this world falls to an end, I promise I'll hold you tight. Might be ashamed to say, you know, the world's that way, you know. No! My life's a journey, 'cause on the way up, they'll all fill your cup. Oh, that's the way it goes. And when you're falling down, they're reaching out with their frowns. Oh, that's the way it goes. 'Cause there's always someone gonna say you won't belong. Oh, that's the way it goes. Just look them in the eyes, you tell them what you are. That's the way it goes. Someone saying you won't belong. Oh, that's the way it goes. Look him in the eyes, tell him what you are. Oh, that's the way it goes. Ooh, that's the way it goes. Yeah. Go.
Awesome, guys. So you did your recording at Red Cayman, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I just it was we had Lee on the show at one point. This band, Lee.
What does he do for them?
He's an engineer. Yeah.
Oh, we did meet Lee. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Because Jesse was the owner. We did work with us, kind of say solely, and Lee was he was in there for like 2 sessions, 1 session I think.
Yeah.
Good to meet him.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys play well off of each other. I was watching the interplay between the two of you. I like nice, like let's do that again. They're like going back and forth. In the meantime, I think that Jace is probably the instigator in the band with like, starting stuff. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
looking at, seeing the waving at the ladies, in the middle of the show.
That was the dude.
He's like, I got him on videotape, so it's like waving out the window. It's like, I could see this guy, he'd be, he's going to get, he probably starts the trouble most of the time. Yeah.
Hands down.
Definitely the ladies' man.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's been really fun, honestly, having you guys. It's like what a way to, have the last show of the season. This has been really and Jeremy started, I think, the first show of the season. We're like bookends, he opened it up.
Is everyone smarter now?
Yeah.
Did you
Get
hear
back to
Jeremy at the
studying.
beginning? And no? Okay.
Oh, with the students,
Yeah.
they're cramming for finals right now, probably. So the last week is the graduation is next week, and so they're all probably cramming. That's why nobody's at the station, and all the students are probably locked up in their rooms. Hopefully, maybe they're listening to the radio station and studying for their finals. So that's what I'm imagining.
Congratulations, everybody. Unless you fail.
Unless this final depends on you passing, you should turn the radio off. And get back to
Not until after this song.
not till after this
So-
song is
This song's about studying.
Did you guys didn't play Kentucky Snow, huh? Is
We
that
didn't,
is
no.
that that's not what
We love that song. We love
yeah,
that song, yeah.
I saw that on there. Because we have time for like one more if you want to play it and take us out. You know?
Yeah, we had a different song in mind for
That's
that, but
fine
we're-
too. That I just I was looking on the list. I was like, I don't think they played that one yet.
Yeah,
so.
we didn't. We were, would you like to hear it?
No. It's do what you want.
All right,
I'm
this
not-
one's called Kentucky Snow. No, thanks for having us. We'll definitely play that song.
Study hard.
Study hard.
Study hard.
You should call in sick today and tell them you ain't been feeling great. Hang up your phone and pack your bags full of clean clothes. Well, you know with me, won't be clean for long. Got a plan, I'll take us out of here. Hit the road, we'll just steer. I don't think I'm much, girl. It's the best I can do, dear. All my friends in NYC, I'll say you will stay for free. Doesn't matter in the end, as long as it's just you and me. Oh, it's just you and me. 'Cause these are the days, these are the days you should remember. Oh, 'cause you see the brighter side of things in a world that's covered in gray. Yeah, I got you every single day. You will see the beauty in this world. I'll be running around. I got darkness surrounding me. No, you see through me. I swear when this weather breaks, I'll drive you up to the big gray lakes. Got a bucket of coins, we'll pay the tolls. I'll drive, throw your feet out your window. It's like we're young again. Stop along to see Grandpa Joe. He's just south of Ohio. He's making wine from Kentucky snow. Oh, it's the best you've ever tasted. It's like we're kids again. Oh, I hide out behind some trees. You'll scream out, you scared me, and I'll tackle you to the ground. Now we're laughing, 'cause no one is around. It's just you and me. 'Cause these are the days. These are the days you should remember. Like right now. Oh, 'cause you see brighter side of things in a world that's covered in gray. Yeah, I got you every single day. You will see beauty in this world. I'll be running around. I got darkness surrounding me. No, you see through me.
Thank you so much, Mitch.